Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're jumping into a year that really feels like a turning point in American history.
Yeah, some years just stand out, don't they? They're not just dates.
Exactly. They feel like transformation points,
Yeah.
setting the stage for everything that came after.
And 1954 is definitely one of those.
It really is. So we're talking 1954 in America,
Mhm.
a time just, buzzing with change, new inventions, big cultural shifts, stuff that we still feel today.
Absolutely. And our plan for this deep dive, well, it's based on looking closely at excerpts from America in 1954, a year of transformation.
Right.
The idea is to pull out the really key insights, the surprising bits, kind of a shortcut to understanding what made that year so important.
And why it still resonates, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not just dusty history.
Not at all. These insights really do shed light on things happening right now.
Okay, so let's step back.
Yeah.
Imagine this 1954. We're going to look at this amazing mix. The economy was booming, culture was changing fast, technology was leaping forward. Just try and picture it. What would feel the most different? Or maybe what might feel surprisingly familiar?
That's a fantastic way to think about it, because 1954 really captures America figuring itself out after the war,
Yeah.
dealing with massive social issues on one hand, but also embracing this incredible prosperity and, well, technological progress on the other.
It's like the seeds of modern America were really starting to sprout then.
You could say that. Understanding 54 helps you understand the whole second half of the 20th century, really.
So we've got a lot to cover. We'll talk about that post-war economy, what things actually cost day to day,
Right, the cost of living.
and the big cultural moments, what people were watching, listening to.
Entertainment, news,
Yeah.
fashion, lifestyle trends. What did people look like?
Mm-hmm. And also some pretty groundbreaking stuff in military and science, things that literally change daily life forever.
Okay, so as we go, think about what you already picture when you hear the 1950s.
Yeah, because some of this might confirm your ideas, but some bits might actually surprise you. All right, let's dive in. The economy first. 1954 was right in the middle of that post-war boom.
Definitely. The source really paints a picture of steady growth. It was a time when living standards were noticeably rising for a lot of people.
So what did that look like, practically speaking, for an average family?
Well, the average household income was hovering around $3,500 a year.
Okay, $3,500, which, sounds incredibly low now.
It does, but you have to adjust for the time. Back then, that income often meant one person working could realistically support a family, buy a house, own a car.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
That's the key difference. That was the expectation starting to form.
Exactly. A huge shift after the Depression and the war years. It really changed the definition of middle-class life.
And you mentioned a car. What did, say, a new car cost then?
The average was about $1,900. And think about it, iconic cars like the Chevy Corvette were just hitting their stride.
Wow, $1,900 for a new car. That accessibility
Yeah.
should really fueled that car culture, didn't it?
Absolutely. It wasn't just transport, it was about freedom, status, that whole aspirational lifestyle.
And houses. You said buying a house was part of that picture.
Yeah, the average home cost was around $20,000,
$20,000.
which connects directly to the boom in suburban living. That whole American dream, package, house, yard, car in the driveway, it was becoming a reality for more people, a massive move out from the cities.
Okay, so suburbs are booming, but what if you were renting? Was that affordable too?
Relatively, yes. The source puts average monthly rent around $107.
So cities are still growing too, offering opportunities.
Seems like it. You had expansion happening both outwards into suburbs and within urban centers. Opportunities were popping up.
It makes you think, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Comparing those costs to today, what does that say about affordability then versus now? And maybe the long-term effects of kicking off that level of consumerism.
It's a deep question. That boom definitely set a pattern. But okay, moving beyond money, 1954 was also huge culturally, right? Sometimes in ways that seemed almost opposed to the deeper things going on.
Yeah, let's talk news. The source flags the Brown versus Board of Education Supreme Court decision. That was enormous.
Absolutely monumental, declaring segregation in public schools unconstitutional. It didn't fix things overnight, obviously.
Right.
But it laid the legal foundation for the entire civil rights movement. It was the indispensable first step, legally speaking.
But the reaction wasn't immediate acceptance, was it?
Oh, definitely not. It sparked huge resistance, especially in the South.
Yeah.
So the legal ground shifted, but the social battle was, just getting started. It set a standard, but making it reality took years.
Yeah.
Decades, really.
Such a heavy, important moment. And then on the world stage, Totally different vibe, but also very 54, the U.S. testing the hydrogen bomb.
Right. Puts it squarely in the Cold War context. That underlying anxiety was always there, even with the economic good times.
A weird contrast. Prosperity at home, nuclear fear globally.
It really was. But amidst all that, there were also moments of pure human achievement, like the first successful climb of K2.
Ah, the second highest mountain.
Exactly. A reminder of exploration and maybe a different kind of human ambition happening alongside the political tensions.
It's amazing how 1 year holds all that.
Right.
Deep injustice being challenged, peaks being climbed, and then, total different side of things. Pop culture was exploding.
Yeah.
What was the #1 song? The source says, Little Darlin' by the Diamonds.
Oh, yeah. Classic doo-wop. Catchy stuff. You can just hear it, can't you? Those harmonies were everywhere.
Totally. And TV. That was becoming central.
Absolutely central. The Ed Sullivan Show was #1, a variety show, but it was the platform.
Yeah, seeing future stars break out there.
Brought everyone together around the TV set on Sunday nights. It massively shaped pop culture, creating this shared national experience in a way nothing really had before.
So thinking about 54, what hits you harder? The weight of Brown v. Board, or the sheer energy of this new pop culture taking over? How do they fit together?
That's the fascinating thing, isn't it? These huge societal shifts playing out against this backdrop of optimism, consumerism. Even the way people dressed reflected it.
Fashion, right. The source mentions fashion reflecting a kind of growing individuality.
Yeah, within limits, of course. For men, it was about looking sharp, smart suits, but also more casual styles coming in.
And the cost.
Pretty accessible. Dress shirts, maybe $25, a suit around $50. It played into that feeling of prosperity, of looking the part.
Okay, and for women.
Elegance was key. Think defined silhouettes. Dresses, accessories, maybe costing around $30 total. Fitted waists, those big full skirts were really popular.
You can picture it, very distinct. A kind of post-war glamour, maybe.
Exactly, a return to that after the more utilitarian war years.
So visualizing those styles, it feels very different from today, obviously. But it does speak to a time where presentation mattered a lot. That tailored look was the thing.
It reflected that collective aesthetic, even while people felt more individual expression was possible. Interesting balance.
Okay, beyond clothes and culture, there were huge leaps in military context and innovation too, right? Things with really long-lasting effects.
Definitely. On the military side, context is key. Monthly pay for personnel was about $220 a month.
Yeah, which sounds low, but you have to remember this is service during the height of the Cold War. It's tied directly to that global tension and America's role in it.
Right. And then the innovations. This is where things get really transformative for daily life.
Oh, absolutely. Think about the first transistor radio.
Yes. That feels like a genuine game changer.
Totally. The source nails it. It changed how people listened to music and news on the go.
Yeah.
Suddenly, music wasn't just stuck in the living room.
It became portable, personal, especially for teenagers, right?
Right.
Creating their own space, their own culture.
Exactly. It really fostered that independent youth culture. It's the granddaddy of every phone in our pockets today, in a way.
Wow. And maybe even more impactful for health.
The polio vaccine, developed by Dr. Jonas Salk, first successful one, and distribution started in 54. That must have been unbelievable. Polio was terrifying back then.
It cast a shadow over every summer. This wasn't just a medical advance. It was like lifting a collective weight of fear off the entire country, especially parents. A total turning point for public health and, frankly, for childhood.
Just incredible. When you put those two together, portable music and conquering polio in 1 year.
It really underscores the dynamism of 54, doesn't it? The transistor radio and the polio vaccine, they changed daily life, well-being, everything. Paved the way for so much more.
Yeah, progress alongside the challenges. It really brings us back to 1954 being, like you said, pivotal.
It ties it all together. The economy humming, the culture bubbling, huge social shifts, starting with Brown v. Board, these incredible innovations.
It really does feel like a nation right on the edge of,
Yeah.
well, of becoming the America we recognize more today, maybe.
You can see the outlines forming.
For me, the aha moment is seeing how those seeds planted in 54 suburban growth, civil rights battles, portable tech, public health wins just grew and grew over the next decades.
And what's so compelling is how interconnected it all was. The economy enabled the consumer culture, which played out against the backdrop of Cold War anxiety and domestic struggles for justice, while science offered these moments of incredible hope.
Yeah.
Understanding a year like that with all its pieces really helps you think critically about how society's changed, doesn't it? How decisions back then still echo now.
Absolutely. So, final thought for you listening.
Hmm.
Considering everything we touched on from 1954, the economy, the courts, the culture, the inventions,
From the living room TV to the doctor's office.
right? What part of life do you think was most fundamentally changed for the average American that year? And how do you think we still feel that specific ripple effect today?
Something to chew on.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Keep exploring those historical shifts. Thanks for diving deep with us today.